how to avoid an ankle bracelet here in San Diego. If you're interested in this topic, or if you've recently been arrested in San Diego and there might be a possibility that you're gonna have to put on an ankle bracelet, stick around. I think you're gonna like this video. My name is Dod. I've been a criminal defense attorney since 2004. My firm is Dod Law. We're located in downtown San Diego, a few blocks from the courthouse, in Vista, right across the courthouse, and in Santa Ana, 2 blocks from the Santa Ana courthouse. Today we're going to talk about a San Diego criminal case, and most likely it's going to be a DUI case, and there's a possibility that you're going to have to put on SCRAM. Now, what is SCRAM? SCRAM is an ankle bracelet that goes around your ankle, and everyone says, well, if I put this ankle bracelet on, does that basically mean house arrest? Does that mean I have to stay in my house during the pendency of the case? And the answer is no. The whole point of SCRAM is to make sure that you're not drinking during the pendency of the case. Well, how does this little ankle bracelet know that I'm drinking? And that's a great question, because that little ankle bracelet can detect the alcohol in your sweat. So it will know that you're drinking, and it will alert, and everybody involved will get an email. Your attorney, the DA, the judge, the clerk, everyone will get an email that you violated the terms of your ankle bracelet. Now, what happens on a San Diego DUI case? Why would you be on an ankle bracelet? Here's the common situation. You pick up a DUI, you have a high blood alcohol level, there was a collision, nobody's injured, you're charged with a misdemeanor DUI here in San Diego County, and you have a court date coming up. You can either be in San Diego Downtown Court, 1100 Union Street, you can be at the Chula Vista Courthouse, you can be in El Cajon, or you can be in Vista, 325 South Melrose. So you have the San Diego County DUI, and you're talking to a bunch of attorneys, and attorneys are telling you, well, you might get on an ankle bracelet. Why is that? Because what happens when you show up to your arraignment or your readiness conference is that the prosecutor, depending on the facts of the case, are going to argue for an ankle bracelet. What situations do they argue for an ankle bracelet? When you have a high blood alcohol level, 0.15 or more, 0.20 or more, there were kids in the car. You had minor kids in the car under 18 years old, and you picked up a San Diego DUI case. The prosecutor could ask for SCRAM ankle bracelet. You were involved in a collision with a parked car with another vehicle, and nobody was injured for it to rise to the level of a felony. You're still charged with a misdemeanor DUI, and you're facing the possibility of an ankle bracelet. Or you have a prior DUI and you're facing the possibility of an ankle bracelet. So if you have a prior, if you're involved in a collision where nobody was hurt, but it's a misdemeanor, if you have a high blood alcohol level, 1.5, 2 or more, or if you have kids in the car, there's a very, very high probability that here in San Diego, whether it's the DA's office or the city attorney's office, they're gonna ask for an ankle bracelet at the arraignment or at your first readiness conference. And really what the argument they're going to make is that you're a danger to the public. And unless they put an ankle bracelet on you, then you're going to continue to drink and drive, and you're going to hurt somebody, and you're going to kill somebody. Therefore, they're going to ask the judge to slap this ankle bracelet on you during the pendency of this case. You need to do whatever you can to avoid the ankle bracelet. Now, I have been doing this for a very long time, and what I see in court with these cases is very troubling, because what a lot of defense attorneys are going to do is that they're just going to show up, their client might not even be present, and they're just going to continue the case, where at that first hearing their client was already placed on SCRAM. And why are we trying to avoid SCRAM? Because it costs money. You could be paying anywhere from $10, $15, $20 per day to get on an ankle bracelet because your attorney needs time to investigate the case. Let's be real here. They're probably just continuing the case because they're probably lazy, right? They don't want to resolve the case. They're just continuing the case out. You're sitting there on SCRAM. You're paying all this money when your attorney could have avoided it at either the arraignment or at the readiness conference, but they didn't, because now what they're trying to do is they're trying to get all the videos, they're trying to get all the discovery, they're trying to get a lot of things on the case. But then if it all pans out, 9-10 months later, you stayed on this ankle bracelet for this entire time and you got the exact same deal I would have got you at that first court hearing, but your attorney continued the case for months and months and months at your detriment. I see it all the time. Every single day I'm in court, I see it. Attorneys will show up and they'll just continue the case for another month because they're waiting for a calibration record, because they're waiting for, video. At some point, you and your attorney have to have a serious talk, because what I do is I tell my clients, look, we can continue the case and we can get the video, we can get all the stuff on the case that we want to properly litigate the case, but the chances are everything could probably pan out and we're going to be in the exact same position as we are today. So if you're good with just resolving the case right now, we can avoid the ankle bracelet, because typically if we're going to plead guilty at the first court appearance to avoid the ankle bracelet, you won't have to be on the ankle bracelet. We'll plead, and then eventually after a couple years we can come back and get this case expunged. Now look, I've seen a case where I pled the person on the same day that another person was put on SCRAM, and a year and a half later my client got the case expunged. This client was still on the ankle bracelet, probably $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 out. So you need to do whatever you can to try to avoid the ankle bracelet. Talk to your attorney about it. Sometimes it involves you pleading guilty without having everything on the case, but those are just pros and cons that you're going to have to discuss with your San Diego attorney to see if that's in your best interest, because chances are you'll pay thousands of dollars to be on this ankle bracelet, and 5 months down the road you're going to get the exact same deal you would have got at that first court appearance. I hope you liked this video. Subscribe to our channel, hit that like button. If you have any questions, give us a call. 833-4-DOD Law, 619-814-5110, www.dodlaw.com. Again, we have an office here in downtown San Diego, in Vista, in Santa Ana, California. Have a great day.